happy Sunday evening to you and yours. From the booth, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against the Dallas Mavericks.
And it was so important for their bench to come in and play well in that game. I thought that was critical to the victory.
Well, they got contributions up and down the roster, and that's what you need. Everybody who stepped on the floor contributed.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patrick Patterson is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Carroll in at the small forward position. Here's Clarkson, DeRozan defending.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunity. That's what it's all about. Kyle Lowry, an inside-outside scoring threat. He's become a deadly three-point shooter. Despite his relatively short stature, he's able to drive inside and finish effectively because of that great strength.
Here's Clarkson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others.
Los Angeles on D. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And, of course, two teams in opposite conferences. They're only going to play twice, one on each team's floor.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Now, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Here's Clarkson, right now averaging 21 points a game, and it's Hibbert missing. I'll keep talking about, just the lack of meetings between these two teams from different conferences, and probably isn't a whole lot of hostility between, not a lot of emotion, at least right now. All that being said, Clark, it still makes, I think, for a very interesting matchup.
I'd say so. I mean, these West versus East contests gives us a chance to see the style differences between the conferences, which are sometimes much more pronounced than you might think.
That's a real good point, because there are different feel, different kind of players, ways rosters are made up, and so on.
No question about it.
Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Lowry drives in. Carroll dishes to Biyombo. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Shot clock at 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Kamari Carroll last season a consistent starter for the first time in his NBA career. I'll tell you, he really turned the corner with his three-point shot, providing a great complement to his high-energy play.
And Carroll known as the junkyard dog for his hustle style.
Really an athletic energy guy, Kevin. I mean, he can rebound, he runs, he finishes around the rim. Always a hard worker. So no surprise that he's been able to expand his game to be more complete offensively.
Here's Clarkson. To halt the run, takes it up with both hands and rips it down. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Here's DeRozan after the basket by Los Angeles. And that one's good. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
They set the pick, and it's Bryant in the corner. Offline with his 3.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
Lowry against Russell. Patterson a screen on Russell. Lowry passes to Patterson. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. Back to Patterson. Pulls up. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. 5th best, Kobe Bryant.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in the league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the inside.
And that's the ideal makeup of a wing defender. The perimeter defense is really a requirement. I mean, you've got to be able to do that, but if you can also block shots like these guys can, you become even more valuable.
And Patterson kicks to Lowry. The fadeaway. Rebound the Lakers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Now Kobe following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. And that one's good by Kobe.
You know, he seemed a bit cold. The shots haven't been falling for him early on.
Lowry dishes to Biombo. Outside Lowry. DeRozan passes to Biombo. Now here's Patterson. Defense right on him. That one rolling around and rims out. Lakers trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. That doesn't go either for Bryant. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Black's checked in for the Lakers. Now Patterson. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's DeRozan with the drive. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
A lot of problems for the Lakers last season. And it's one thing to stink on the road, but when you stink at home in Los Angeles, you've got people who win. He has to be concerned with all the missed shots. I mean, it happens to every team, but you have to find a way to keep being productive even when you go through a shooting drought.
He might be trying to tell them to get to the free throw line. You know, all teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.
Lou Williams is checked in for Russell.
Here's where Toronto sits right now in the league rankings. 3rd in field goal percentage, 7th in assists, and they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
Well, to me, the name of the game is putting the ball in the basket when all is said and done. And you look at those shooting numbers that you just talked about, Clark, that makes this team really difficult to defend. They're getting smart offensive possessions time and time again. And when you get high percentage shots and you knock them down, you're going to be tough to beat.
That's good. Lakers trail by 3. Clarkson kicks to Williams. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Outside DeRozan. He feeds it to Carroll. Outside Lowry. Goes up to the stripe, and he gets it to go.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's Clarkson. 6 points for him.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. A second chance effort. Biombo, no luck.
Nobody near him, and he still seems to kind of short arm that one.
Over in the corner, Williams for the 3. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Lowry from 12 feet out. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Here's Clarkson. Bryant passes to Clarkson. And the Lakers with another miss. Raptors with the lead. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dwayne Casey. We discussed their defensive strategy going up against Kobe Bryant. He said, well, he probably has the best footwork of any player in the game. You can't give him any room in his jump shot, but when he's got all those fakes, it's so tough. Guys, he said he knows Kobe is going to get his points. They just want to try to limit his efficiency out there. Guess we'll see how they do.
And thank you for that, Doris. Some changes for the Lakers. Bass comes in for Randall. Young is subbed in for Bryant. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Biyombo. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. Ross is checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Raptors leading by 5. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Good on the 13-footer. DeRozan's got 9.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Now, the Pacers gave up a lot to acquire Luis Scola from Phoenix last season, especially for a player who probably didn't fit in the Suns' plans anyway. They gave up Miles Plumlee, Gerald Green, and a first-round pick. That shows you how highly they thought of the Argentine power forward.
Just 5 to shoot. And again, no good by the Lakers.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And Young comes over to help. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Toronto converting. And Scola, now 34 years of age, his field goal percentage, Clark, has dropped for 5 straight seasons.
Yeah, and his turnover rate rose last season as well, despite primarily shooting from outside. And I think part of that was the fact that he was a rotational player in a reserve for the first time in his career. He's been a career starter until just last season.
Now here's Joseph. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the paint. DeRozan dishes to Scola. And another basket for Toronto.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Williams with a clean look. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 6.
That's like a layup for him. It's just wide open out there.
Scola sends a screen for Joseph. He kicks it to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Bass. And again, Luis Scola. And the Raptors lead by 10.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
And here's Toronto. They're on a 15-6 run. Valanciunas, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 12-point Toronto lead.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Clarkson passes to Young. Cans it from downtown. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there. There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Joseph. 4 seconds left, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And DeRozan, here we go. And the shot is long. And that does it for the first quarter. Raptors lead by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
On Tap Wednesday, December.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
So for Toronto right now, Corey Joseph is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeMarre Carroll. And it's Scola in at the power forward.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Now here's Kobe. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
Banked in off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
Well, the Toronto Raptors guys looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But the chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
Some changes for Toronto. Biombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Corey Joseph.
And you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995. It was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Tyrannosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
Ross kicks to Biombo. And good on the basket. Book it. Biombo's got his first 2 points.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Young from outside, and that one's good. Young's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers.
Well, you talk about the branding of this Raptors team, the new uniforms. Of course, we saw the Toronto-bred rapper Drake in a lot of their games sitting courtside. They had the playoff run last year. This is, I think, an up-and-coming franchise with a lot of appeal.
Here's Carroll. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Here's Russell. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Making the playoffs was a goal the Raptors have been working towards for a long time, and last year they were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since 2008.
2 shots. A long drought came to a close last year, Clark, for Toronto. It wasn't a long ride in the playoffs, but the Raptors sure provided some excitement.
Well, that Game 7 loss to the Nets, Kevin, broke some hearts, but that's just a young team losing to a veteran team, and that always serves you well when you're looking to become more competitive, and ultimately the Raptors benefit from that type of experience. You know, it's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. And everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
Here's Young. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Got 5 points now in the quarter. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kicks it to Patterson. Passes it to Carroll. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul. For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however, and I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement.
And he gets it to go. Patterson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside, Russell. Young outside. Dishes it to Bryant. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Biombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, the great Kobe Bryant, now in his 19th year in the league, he said, "This is the last chapter. The book is going to close. I just haven't determined how many pages are left. But my passion only increases. You realize you only have so many years left. It re-energizes you to fine-tune your preparation and make sure you leave no stone unturned." Kevin, sounds familiar.
That sounds like him. Never one to shy from a challenge. Thanks, Doris. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
This is how the Raptors stack up over the last 10 games. 4th in free throw percentage, 5th in fewest turnovers per game. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
Yeah, you look at the free throw shooting, Clark. It's very impressive. They've been in the top 5, as you talked about, and it's a result of a lot of effort, a lot of concentration. And when you shoot them that well, then you gain confidence and you really start attacking the rim because you want to go to the free throw line to shoot.
Here's Clarkson. Patrick Patterson picking up that last bucket. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The Raptors third.
They've been outstanding all season long at knocking down their shots. They move themselves. They're looking for the best shot, not just the first available shot. And as a result, they've been excellent in knocking them down.
Now here's Hibbert. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Raptors leading by 6.
Lou Williams at 6'1", about 175 pounds, a scoring guard in a point guard's body. He's best playing off the ball offensively, but guarding the point guard defensively, so you often see him cross-matched with opponents.
And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run-up.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And you mentioned Lou Williams, a scoring guard, but his scoring rate, Clark, down over the last couple seasons.
And, you know, his turnover rate had typically been excellent, but that's increased by almost double as his scoring numbers have gone down. But some of that is due to him coming off of that knee injury. It usually takes a couple of seasons, Kevin. When you tear that ACL, you get back after 1, but it's not until year 2 that you begin to regain your old form.
Kyle Lowry, an unrestricted free agent this offseason. Last year playing really well in a contract year. The question is, can he maintain that level of play now with this new deal?
Here's Clarkson. He's got 6. Bass dishes to Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Outside Lowry. Here's the screen for 3. Ross, and the shot is good. Ross has got 5 points so far. And Lowry, one of the more underrated players in the NBA, but he's also gotten into it with coaches in the past 2 clubs.
Yeah, you know, some locker room concerns, he can rub folks the wrong way, but I tend to always want to give the player the benefit of the doubt in this situation until you know for sure what the issues are. Nothing wrong with a little sandpaper coming from a player that's out there competing.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, there were a lot of amazing performances last season, but one that I didn't see coming was Terrence Ross notching 51 points early in 2014. That was just out of the blue.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Young comes in for Brown. Kobe is subbed in for Williams. And Toronto also making a switch. DeRozan's checked in. And with Ross in his big point explosion, Clark, the opportunity was there for him. It was after the Rudy Gage, and DeRozan was out at the time.
Yeah, and it showed just why Toronto is so high on Terrence Ross. I mean, he still needs to grow a bit as a player, but anytime you can score 50 or more in an NBA game, you know you've got game.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get him out of this hole.
DeMar DeRozan, a first-time All-Star last year, he improved his long-range shooting. On wing threes, up around 40%, and that allowed him to shoot the best overall three-point percentage of his career.
And he makes the first.
And DeRozan last season cracking 30% from long range for the first time in his young, promising career. That outside shot has been the missing part of his offensive game because we know he can get to the rack.
And you talk about DeRozan attacking inside, Steve, last season among the top 5 in free throws made.
Yeah, 6'7", he's strong, he's athletic. You know, he has the ability to finish in the lane, and I just like the way he's improved as a passer as well, getting his teammates involved.
Well, you know, last season the Lakers found themselves in a position they are not quite accustomed to. Last in the Western Conference, a nightmare season for the storied franchise.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
This season has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Guys, they're only making about 71%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Well, guys, as we know, there were some low points for the Lakers along the way, losing to the Clippers by about 50 points, which turned out to be the biggest loss in the history of the franchise.
And Kobe looked visibly distraught after that loss. I mean, it still had a backhanded compliment to say about it when he said, well, now I know what it feels like to be a Clipper fan all these years. Gotta love Kobe, always with a way with words.
So it's the Lakers now after Toronto got the three-pointer. The pass to Clarkson. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Kobe Bryant. Over the last month, making major contributions. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. If it was an average player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were spectacular.
Yeah,
but for him, simply run-of-the-mill.
And how much does that tell you about the talent he has? I mean, when the spectacular passes his average, that speaks volumes.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Biyombo. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The drive by Bryant. The shot is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And Joseph kicks to Scola. Pass to Joseph. Here's Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. Gets an open look and hits. Carroll's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now, here is Russell. 8 points his last outing. Right side, Russell. They need this. Good. Russell! Raptors leading by 13. And Joseph kicks to Scola. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Lakers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Hibbert with the screen. The drive by Russell. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Russell. Kobe's got 5.
Well, they've finally gotten into a rhythm offensively this quarter, and if they keep shooting like this, they won't be down for long.
Well, Steve, you can see them looking to cut that lead down little by little to turn things around, and that's how you got to do it. How do you eat a big pizza? One slice at a time.
Here's Carroll, and that one's good. 14 points for him.
That lead should be safe if they keep shooting like this.
Well, they're on fire. I mean, they're absolutely on target and looking to pad that scoring total, too.
Now, here is Russell, averaging 13 points a contest. 124 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan, last to finish the layup. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game so far. Kobe kicks to Russell. The 3-ball. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Outside Bryant. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Kobe's got his 3rd basket of the night. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Scola. That is good. Scola's got 10 points in the game.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
And here's Bryant for 3. Here's Hibbert. Can't hit. Excellent D there for Scola. DeRozan passes to Joseph. The feet of Valanciunas. In the air, and he sinks the layup.
Well, no defense. He didn't really need to do the double pump.
Here is Russell. Outside, Kobe. Here's the three. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his third assist on the night. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Raptors up by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. And Roy, what do you think the team needs to do coming up in the second half?
I think we need to take care of the ball on the offensive end, get back, but you got to do a better job of just controlling the pace of the game. You know, you give a little bit of leeway, but I think we can do a better job in that aspect.
Roy, as always, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Here is Lowry. Nick Young and Kobe Bryant filling out the wings. Then it's Randall. Then it's Russell. And it's Black in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Raptors leading by 15. Outside Lowry. Left side, DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Combo dishes to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. The drive by Lowry. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Lowry's got 8. Lakers shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Lowry against Russell. Young outside. Jacks up a 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 13 points in the game.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Here's Biyombo. It's DeRozan with the drive. Good on the shot. And the Raptors lead by 16.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Russell kicks to Young. Outside, Kobe. Fade away. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available. Well, when Kobe speaks, people listen. That was the case last year when he revealed his all-time starting 5, and he did not place himself in the lineup. Interesting.
Biombo, that's good.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Lakers trail by 16. Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Young. Feeds it to Randall. Outside, Russell. To the middle. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Look at who Kobe did put in there. Magic and Jordan, you know, the guards. Bird at the 3 with Russell and Kareem down low. Not really a lot you could argue with about that particular group, Steve.
No, it's one of the things I love about Kobe. He's got a great reference and a historical perspective of the NBA, and it shows, Kevin, how much he reveres that era.
And the Lakers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMarre Carroll.
Kobe Bryant in his 19th season in the league, but remember, he's played in 220 career playoff games. That's almost 3 additional seasons worth of games. When you factor in his play with Team USA, I'll tell you, he's got a lot of mileage on those legs.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, head coach Dwayne Casey has overseen a surprising turnaround in Toronto. Their record has improved in all 3 seasons under his tenure. DeMar DeRozan said, "Since I've been here, he preaches the same thing. He told us to stick with it, and it worked. Everything came together like he said it would." Gentlemen.
Pound the rock, the team motto. They put in the work and stayed consistent. Thanks, Doris. And Kobe Bryant, top 5 in all-time minutes played.
And, Kevin, you know those minutes add up, but he's found ways to overcome the wear and tear and still remain effective. His great skill level and ability to make tough contested shots remains valid.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Raptors leading by 15. Outside Lowry. They set the screen. Randall brings the double team. Ross passes to Biombo. Toronto working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That is good.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And Young, here we go. Here's Clarkson. 11 points in the game. It's stolen by Lowry. Outside DeRozan. The dish to Biombo. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Ball stolen. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got it with a fast break chance. Here's Clarkson. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Clarkson's got 13.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game. For the first time in a long time, it seems that the Raptors have a clear vision of where they are headed and are on the right track, and it helps when you know where you're going. You can definitely feel the sense of hopefulness and optimism around this team and among the fans.
Joseph, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. Well, you look at Randall, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, P, doing just as much.
Well, with less than a full season behind them, it's hard to determine who's the better defender. So let's just agree they're both pretty special.
I'll go along with you on that one. I mean, both of them have a real knack and nose for the ball.
Here's Kobe. Ross grabs the board.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
And here's Lowry. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Left side Lowry. Rejected by Young. Out to the wing. Here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Ross. And Kobe, here we go. Ross with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but true contact. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Well, he stopped the dunk there. That was about the only play he could make.
Well, you don't like to foul, but you don't like to give up an easy dunk either.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring break. Down for the Raptors.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
Terrence Ross delivering on his promise as a shooter in year 2. His percentage is up in every category, especially beyond the arc.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Biyombo. And it's Luis Scola in for Patterson. Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. He feeds it to Randall. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
And Ross, boy, he's got a smooth stroke, seems to always be on balance, good feet and fundamentals. And with that 6'7" frame, he's able to shoot and make tough shots over taller defenders. I think he's a legit floor spacer.
Now here's Brown, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Hibbert with the screen, Russell with it. Now Valanciunas defending, and stolen by Kyle Lowry. Joseph dishes to Valanciunas. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Valanciunas. 10 points for Kyle Lowry. And the Lakers call time here. And Terrence Ross, not just a shooter, he's a dynamite athlete. Steve, a devastating finisher in transition.
Yeah, still developing his handle, Kevin, in terms of attacking the basket on his own. But if he can develop that, the sky's the limit for him.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass is checked in. Hibbert with a screen on Lowry. Russell kicks to Brown. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. It's Brown on the wing. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Russell, no luck.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Now here is Lowry. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Shoots from 14, and the shot is long.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
The drive by Russell, and it is flushed down with a nice jam. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 10. Joseph, that's good.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it. Guys, I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Lakers trail by 19. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the third. The drive by Russell. Now here's Bass. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Ross with it, kicks to Lowry. Here's Joseph. There's the block. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Russell passes to Brown. That one goes. Count it. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Assistant Russell.
1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Raptors leading by 17. Now Ross. He has 6. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Valanciunas has got his third bucket of the night. The Lakers with the ball. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Yeah, a lot of fans focused on that matchup for Detroit.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 8.
Strange to think that for so many years the Lakers would just devour and dominate teams from the East. But last year, the East got some payback.
Thinking again about the Lakers, the East did get payback against them last year. Only 12 wins, Steve, for L.A.
That was tied with Utah, Kevin, for the fewest wins against the East last year for a Western Conference club. So, how you do against the East is usually a pretty good barometer of where you'll end up in the Western standings.
And the Raptors making a change here. Carroll's checked in. There's the pick. We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Deep 2 from Ross. And another basket for Toronto.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Lakers trail by 19. The drive by Russell. Williams kicks to Russell. Brown the pass to Russell. Tries again, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down. Stretch to end the quarter. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Raptors lead by 19. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
This Tuesday, December 2nd, the Milwaukee Bucks take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. You don't want to miss it.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Joseph.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assists like the one we just saw.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Joseph in at the point guard position.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Toronto leading by 17. DeRozan dishes to Joseph. Back to DeRozan. Young with the steal. Here's the 3. They get it back. Here's Randall. Hibbert kicks to Randall. Pass to Clarkson. And finally they hit one. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside DeRozan. Biyombo, the pass to DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 21 in the game.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Young dishes to Kobe. From 18 feet away, uses the glass to drop it in.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And Joseph kicks to Patterson. Dishes it to Joseph. And there's the pass to Kira. 6 on the shot clock. And again, DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Clarkson. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him and he took advantage.
Toronto calls timeout. Checked in for the Lakers. Bass comes in for Randall. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. His message: I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Patterson. Outside DeRozan. Here's Biyombo.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
At the line for the Raptors, is Biyombo.
The first free throw is good.
The new front office starting last season for the Toronto Raptors, and it seemed the roster of the team was going to be subject to some changes as well, as the team shed some of the big money players who hadn't been able to lead this squad to many wins in the past, and now they're looking to a promising future.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. So it's Toronto now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Carroll passes to Lowry. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. Patterson, that's good.
And from the jump, the Raptors said they didn't want to be stuck in no man's land anymore. That is, too good to draft top-tier players, but not good enough to truly contend. They're trying to be forward-thinking and save their big contracts for real difference makers. Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Now here is Lowry. Right side DeRozan. Pass to Patterson. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Patterson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, the Raptors front office, Clark, looking for players who battle. They want energy and toughness.
Yeah, exactly. They'll look at the stats, but at the end of the day, they want players with heart and fight. And I think that's a great emphasis to make as one of your core pillars culturally as a team.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Jordan Clarkson. At the
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. Raptors leading by 13. To the middle. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Three-pointer. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 22 points.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Lowry kicks to Carroll. Another shot. Biyombo, no luck. Lakers trail by 12. Young with no one around. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The drive by Lowry. And he gets it to go.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, we saw some coach turnover heading into the season, but nothing like a year ago when there were 13 changes of NBA coaches. I think that was a record, or if not, it was really close to one. Even winning coaches were getting let go. A lot of new NBA owners are coming in, and in some ways, it is a changing of the guard, quite honestly.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Randall's checked in for Bass. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Nick Young. It's stolen by DeRozan. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Raptors leading by 14. And you know, you look at the coaching carousel, the profession has perhaps never been more volatile. Steve, you're getting ready to enter that yourself. A real shakeup right now, and hopefully it settles down.
Well, that's one of the reasons I got the opportunity, Kevin. So many changes, and so we'll see what happens. Hopefully that volatility won't be going on in the Bay Area.
Here's Clarkson following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Fades away, and that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 11 points in the quarter.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Here's Carroll, defended by Bryant. Combo dishes to Carroll. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Now here is Lowry. Now the feed to Patterson. DeRozan passes to Patterson. Just 5 to shoot. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Ball's not loose, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Now here's DeRozan. Outside Lowry. That's blocked. And here's Kobe. Pass to Clarkson. Rebound by the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. DeRozan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the strike.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Julius Randle had a great freshman season at Kentucky. Amazingly consistent and dominant at times. But he still saw his stock fall a little bit. Concerns about his lack of length. He struggled at times to finish oversized. He didn't come up with a great number of steals or block shots. And the question is, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? We'll see, but I think he's going to be a productive pro.
Here's Lowry, following the bucket by the Lakers. And Patterson kicks to Biyombo. Now here's Patterson. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kobe's got 3 rebounds now in this one. For 3, Williams. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Kobe's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
They get it back. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Here's Clarkson. Williams dishes to Bryant. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Toronto leading by 12. Inside. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 14. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. And the Lakers with some changes. Brandon Bass is checked in for Randall. Young comes in for Kobe. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. The drive by Russell.
It's been a good one for P. He's got 10 points and 5 assists. Passing and free throws, those are two areas where you love to get production.
Yeah, the passing gives the offense flow, and the free throws give you easy points. So it's been a nice night for him so far.
Second free throw, no good.
I'm sure he'd like that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving points at the line.
Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for Toronto.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
Well, one thing about this win, it assures that they will not lose the season series. They only meet once more, of course, as interconference opponents.
And, Steve, when it is just a two-game season series, the team winning game one has a bit of an edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it once more.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
The Raptors shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Feeds to Biyombo. Puts up the baby hook. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone.
Black. The kick out to Williams. Offline with his three. And here's Lowry.
Brandon Bass. That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Toronto. Kyle Lowry taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. A new group in now for the Raptors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Russell passes to Young. No good on the triple. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness, a pretty good combination. Thanks for the time, Kyle. Guys?
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr.